for me, I grew up on ska and reggae music. The first show I ever saw was the English Beat, which is this great English ska band, and I grew up on Steel Pulse and Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Jimmy Cliff, and all the classics. And so my band Goldfinger is a reggae ska punk band. I wanted to have sounds that wouldn't be as typical as a normal, four-piece drum kit. I've always been a massive fan of the splash cymbal. I mean, one reason because Stuart Copeland had, always had the multitude of splash cymbals on every Police record. And secondly, I look really cool if I wear it on my head. And this little guy here, we call it the little side snare for a lot of the one shots that we do, and especially on the new Goldfinger record, this thing's all over it. It just sounds incredible. It's got a very islandy flavor to it. And Daniel at Orange County Drums put this thing together, and it sounds amazing. So my friend Adam Topol loaned me some of these A&F snares that they each have their own very unique sound to them, these metal drums, and they're super boutique, super expensive. So I'm very grateful to have had the ability to sample these for this plugin for TuneTrack. So this is the bell brass that Daniel built, Orange County Drums. The best sounding snare drum I've ever used, and I've rented so many vintage snare drums. This is my favorite snare drum. It fucking weighs about 300 pounds, man. I could seriously kettlebell it. And it's a very special snare. We used it on the Blink album California, Black Veil Bride's record Veil. We've used it on a tremendous amount of albums that I've made over the last 2 years, and I love it. This is an SJC snare drum, the first snare drum that I had built for me, that Mike made for me, about 7-8 years ago now. And I use this a lot in my Woodland Hills location, which was the third incarnation of Foxy Studios, which I made both of the 5 Seconds of Summer records there. I made the Sleeping with Sirens record there. I made the All Time Low record there, Good Charlotte record there. And so we used this snare drum on a lot of those recordings. We use the snare on a lot of stuff, and it's just really special because it was like I've never, up until this point, I had really been renting drums, and this is like the first snare drum that I really owned. So I'm really grateful that I still have it. And we were able to use this. On this sample pack.